Καλησπέρα σας, καλοί φίλοι τηλεθεατές. Good evening to you. Καλώς ορίσατε στην εκπομπή μας Faces, πρόσωπα. Πριν προχωρήσω, θα ήθελα να ευχαριστήσω και τον χορηγό μας, τον Δ. Βασίλη Μαύρου και το Αρρώση Lillitos για την στήριξή τους. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. Και να καλωσορίσω τον φιλοξενούμενό μου, που είναι ένας καλός φίλος από τα παλιά, ο οποίος έχει συνεργαστεί και πρόσφατα μαζί μου, όμως θα θυμηθούμε τα παλιά, τα πρόσφατα και θα πάμε και στα πιο καινούργια. Μαρία μου, welcome to the program.
Ευχαριστούμε σας.
Faces, πρόσωπα. Είσαι καλά?
What a face.
What a face. I like the beer, you know.
I know. It's growing. My wife hates it.
Yes. Remind me of Αρχιεπίσκοπος.
Λαλείς.
Yes. Yes. Well, shall we keep it in both languages, Greek and
That'll be fine.
English?
Ναι, πολλά ωραία.
It will be
Ευχαριστούμε.
fun, definitely, yes. Θέλω να πάμε ένα ταξιδάκι. We go travel back to the future.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say to our audience that η μητέρα σου είναι μια γνωστή κυρία. She was very well known in the community. She was involved in education, and she worked for Greek schools and all this.
Ναι.
Give us a little bit information
Ναι,
about
η μάνα μου είχε κέψει τα ελληνικές σχολές το 1960, διότι είχε πρόβλημα, διότι πήγε να έβρει σχολείο για τον γιον της.
Ναι,
τον μεγάλο, όχι εγώ. Τον μεγάλο.
Ναι.
Είμαι με τσίζο.
Ναι.
Φαίνεται, ναι.
Φαίνεται σου. 21, 21.
Μόνο. Και διότι δεν ήβρεν, σκέφτηκε εμείς πρέπει να κάνουμε. Είδε μερικούς άλλους με το ίδια σκέψη και ο Αγγελής, ο Κυριάκος, ο Μουζούρης, άλλα ονόματα συγγνώμη τα θυμούμε, αλλά πούμε στις πολλά. Και έρχεψαν τα σχολεία στο North London και έρχεψαν και το North London Cypriot Association.
Ταυτόχρονα, at the same time.
Και το 1960 έρχεψαν τα σχολεία, ακόμα τα σχολεία υπάρχουν.
Ναι, βέβαια.
Όλων στο Νότιο Λονδίνο και είναι που έρχεψαν και το κοινοτικό κέντρο. Στο Elm Grove, ο πατέρας μου και η μάμα μου, όχι μόνο, αλλά πολλούς
και οι άλλοι,
που ανακαλύψαν το κτίριο και τα χρήματα για να ανακαλύψουν το κοινοτικό κέντρο, να βοηθήσουν Κύπροι, Έλληνοι, Τουρκοί, Αρμένιans, Μαρονίδες, όλους μαζί. Και δουλεύει ακόμα.
It's there.
Ακόμα υπάρχει.
Okay. Now, education, you went to,
I went to
English school, but at the same time Greek school.
Πήγα στο ελληνικό σχολείο στο Elm Grove, πήγαμε στο Wood Green School, και ύστερα πήγαμε κολέων στο Barnet College, στο Waltham Forest College, και είχε και πήγα ύστερα και σπούδασα στο Waltham Forest College και έκανα τα social education, and then ύστερα στο Havering College που ανακαλύψα και δούλεψα as a social worker and care worker με το Redbridge. Και 20 χρόνια ήμουν social worker for 20 years. Μερικούς τόπους. Haringey, Newham, Redbridge.
Yeah, you have another brother?
I have my eldest brother, George.
Yes.
He's the oldest. He's retired now, but he was an estate agent.
Okay.
Doing that. Έχω τον άνθρωπο μου, Χριστάκης, ήταν στα Φουστάνια. So, rag trade alund. Ήταν πολλοί Κυπρέοι. Ναι. So.
Good. And then, when did you decide that you want to become an actor? Get involved in acting and singing and all this? Performing arts.
Performing arts μου το σχολείο νομίζω. Έρχεψαμε εκεί και ύστερα έκανα πολλά pantomimes στο Intimate Theatre, στο Palmer's Green. Κάμα και χαζίνει 19-20 χρόνια και εκεί. Παίξα εκεί με τους πολλούς, περίπου με τους πρόσκοπους εκεί. Κάμα και other theatres, the Lyric Hammersmith στο in the King's Road εκεί για 2 χρόνια. Σε μερικούς τόπους, διαφορετικούς τόπους έπαιξα, αλλά τα περίοδο έπαιξαμε στο Theatro Technis. Έκαμε πολλά χρόνια, περίπου 30 χρόνια εκεί, με πολλά ευχαριστημένος αυτούς τους ρόλους που παίξαμε.
I remember when we worked together about 30 years ago.
Ναι, τι το θέατρο είναι? Τον Χιονάνθρωπο, ναι.
Ναι, και η Ειρήνη του Αριστοφάνη και ο Πλούτος, όλα τα έργα του Αριστοφάνη ήταν σε μετάφραση του Γιώργου Ευγενίου.
Ναι.
Τα έκανε μεταφράσεις ο ίδιος και θυμάμαι που ήταν τεράστια επιτυχία γιατί τα κάναμε ειδικότερα για παιδιά.
Ναι.
Ναι, ναι.
Και πήγαμε στα σχολεία.
Πήγαμε στα σχολεία. Θυμάσαι με το μικρό το λεωφοριάκι, ένα μικρό λεωφορείο και ταξιδεύαμε.
Όλο το Λονδίνο, ναι, βέβαια.
Τι ωραία ήταν, τι ωραία. Αυτές οι μέρες, you know, good memories.
We took theatre to the children.
Yes, good memories, yes, yes. Good. You know, talking about, children's theatre, just before we start, we were talking about Mr. Eugeniou Trivizas.
Yes, he's in the country again.
He wrote a new play, I heard.
That's right. It's called $130.
It's a very interesting play, yeah?
Well, it is. He's basically a very famous Hellenic writer. They call him the Hans Christian Andersen of Greece because he writes a lot of things for children's stories.
So many plays for children,
yes.
Yes.
So many we can't mention them all.
Yeah.
So therefore, what he has done, he's found out this story and he's called it $130, which is quite interesting. It's about it's a very sad story, but a quite interesting story of a child during the American Depression, and where his father had a Jewish immigrant had a shop which was broken into, and the father was shot quite sadly, and the son was very upset about it. And he couldn't sleep at night, so he created this imaginary person who would protect him. And he started telling his friend about this, and he got together with his friend, and they started writing this story or this concept of this particular person who would protect them. Yeah. And they took it to this writer, and they said, "Oh, this is our idea. What do you think?" Well, he just fobbed them off. And then τίποτε του τον μεν χάνετε την ώρα σας. So he said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $130.
Yes.
You sign a paper and it's all mine.
It's mine, yes.
And I said, okay. Because $130 during the Depression of the 1920s, when people had nothing.
It was good money.
It was very good money.
Yes.
But when you think about the story was actually called Superman.
And when you think about how much money they made.
Exactly. Yes, but it is a true story.
True story, yes.
So if you don't believe me, people, check it out.
Must be a comedy as well, yes?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. But he came straight away to this, when he came into this country, the author that you just mentioned, he went straight to George Eugeniou, who's done a lot of his plays.
Yes, yes.
And they've got a very good working relationship, and he's actually asked George to do it.
Ah, that's good.
Out of respect that all the other work that he's done for him in the past.
Do you know anything about casting? I mean, when? I like to audition.
I don't know.
I like to audition.
I don't know. Maybe. You got $130. $130 get you a part. Get you sweeping the floor.
Okay.
But yeah, watch this space. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I think it was a very good gesture. It shows commitment. It shows loyalty from this author to come all the way from Greece to invite George to do this.
To go and see George straight away. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. Now. We are here to talk about your new one-man show.
That's right.
Which is called Η Απολογία του Σοκράτη. In English,
The True Apology of Socrates.
The True Apology of Socrates. Give us information about who wrote it and
well, the thing is,
what it's all about.
Right. Okay. The True Apology of Socrates. It's whatever you've read that Plato's done. It's not that. Okay, because it contradicts a lot, not everything, but some of the things and the recounts of what was actually happening. So it was quite interesting to actually read it. And I'm thinking, hello, hold on a minute. This doesn't seem like a very highbrow kind of thing. Yeah. And this Kostas Varnalis, he wrote this in 1933, and he's also a scholar. He studied at Athens University, and came out with a degree in ancient studies, ancient Greek studies. So he knows his stuff.
Yes.
He knows his stuff. He's read a lot of stuff. So he put this thing together and thinking, hold on a minute, if all this is true, then what Plato's actually written is not exactly what happened. Because we find out later that Plato wasn't really at his trial, because this is all set as a trial. This is like you're standing in ancient Greece. You were tried by men only, very sexist society, I must say. And there was 500 Athenians were actually there as your jury. And what happens then is that they judge you, from all the evidence that is actually heard.
And he's apologizing or whatever.
Well, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Well, this is it. It's kind of he's going, I must apologise for my bad teachings. But what he's also actually saying is that because he's also actually giving him a lesson at the same time.
Yes. This is what it's about, yes, because I remember I saw the play in Greek by Dimitris Prodamidis at the Theatro Technis again, long time ago. But now it's in English.
That's
Who
right.
translated in English?
Guy called, where is his name? Stephen Yalousis. He translated it in 1951. So that was the first translation in Greek. But this particular version...
Is this the first time it's going to be in English?
I think so.
Yeah, it is, yes, I suppose. And how long is the play?
Well...
It's a monologue, actually.
Yes. It is kind of a monologue, but it's a little bit more than that. So I'm trying to inject a little bit of something else in it. So I don't want anybody falling asleep on me.
Okay.
Or thinking, and looking at their clocks, or looking at their watches, seeing the time, or what have you. Ain't going to happen. Not when I'm on stage.
You inject some kind of music or songs or what?
Not necessarily, but I bring a lot of colour to the performance. And basically, it's less than a performance. It's basically, I want to get kind of a relationship going with the audience.
With the audience.
And for them to understand.
Let them get involved, you mean?
Yeah, so they can actually get it.
Oh, that's good. That's a
I think it's because when you think, oh God, it's a monologue. Oh, it's going to be at least an hour. Oh my God, do I really want to go? You know, and there's no interval either. But there is a good bar afterwards.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is that
you mean free bar?
Oh no, unless you're paying.
Yes, I pay if it's free.
If you're
Anyway.
But what's important to say is that I'm not there. It's not there to be You're not going to be preached at. You're not going to be told off or anything like that. I'm just going to give you what happened in his words, not my words. In his words, how he explained it, how he wants to put things forward, and I think it's really interesting because he was a bit of a rogue. He wasn't what you call a highbrow intellectual, that stuff. But what he was, I call him the Del Boy of philosophy, because he was very much of a rogue.
Yes. Who is directing it? George?
Who else? George Eugeniou. Yes, he's putting me through the paces, shall we say.
No, he's a very good director and he's got all the experience. I mean, yes.
It's very tough. But it is very good. I mean, it got to be interesting when I started researching the parts, when I found a website saying 5 reasons why Socrates was the worst husband in the world. As soon as I saw that, I'm thinking, hold on a minute, this person wasn't righteous. And I looked, there's something more to him. And then when I started chipping away about what this guy was really like, and I'm thinking, I like you. You're not like everybody else. You're not like, you're not
different.
highbrow. You're a regular person. And I'm thinking, this sounds interesting. And I'm telling you what, I'm very surprised. George has been asking me to do this particular show for 30 years. For 30 years, every time I see him, when are you going to play Socrates? When are you going to play Socrates?
Yes.
Eventually, when I said yes, I was still worried about it. But when I read the book about 10 times, and when I researched him and found out more and more about Socrates, I thought, this guy is really interesting.
Yeah.
He's a good laugh.
So give us more information about dates and times, all this.
Well, it starts on the 19th of June, is the first performance. We're going right up to the 23rd of June, yeah? Every night from Tuesday to Saturday. Okay, starts about 7:30. And you'll have a really good time. It's really, really going to be enjoyable. And because it's a one-man show, it's a bit less than an hour. You've still got time to go to the lovely restaurants in Camden, or you can buy me a drink afterwards if you're lucky.
Yeah, I will. I'll buy you a drink. Anyway, tell me about rehearsing. I mean, how you find it. Is it...
What's that?
I mean, rehearsing the play.
Rehearsing? Well...
And learning all these lines, I mean, a monologue,
it's tough.
You know what I mean? It's tough.
It's tough, but we've broken it down into different... George has really been brilliant. He's broken it down to quite a few sections for me. So we're taking each section to get a good flavour, get a lot of different aspects of Socrates. Not only the highbrow moral stuff, but realising that he actually never said he was the wisest man. It was everybody else.
Yes.
He was even what's it called? Who wrote the Clouds? You know the Clouds?
Yeah.
The play. It was actually written about Socrates.
Yeah. Yes. The
Yes.
story was about
Aristophanes again.
Yes.
Aristophanes the Cloud. The protagonist in the Clouds was Socrates.
Yes.
And it was interesting to see that how he portrayed him. And apparently, according to Socrates, even though he was being mocked, he loved it.
Yeah.
He wasn't offended. He wasn't upset about it. He said it was brilliant. He said everyone was laughing with me, laughing at me. And he said at the end they actually put him up on a chair and everyone applauded him at the end of the show. And they all went down to the local pub and had a drink and all got...
So, any other projects coming up? You know, I mean, any future plans on this?
Well, straight after this, I'm going on holiday. And then as soon as they come back, we're going to Cyprus Week at the theatre as well, at the Theatro Technis, starting on the 16th of July with the raising of the Cypriot flag. So if you're around at Theatro Technis on the 16th of July, I'm not sure about what the time is, but if you check on the website, they'll tell you. And it's going on till the 22nd of July. And there also will be Euripides, the Trojan Women, and again I'll be performing Socrates. Hopefully after that I've got working on, which I haven't told you about, I'm sorry, was I'm doing a thing called Oxjam. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's for Oxfam. I do a lot of presenting in local venues for young music. And it's basically Oxfam are doing rock concerts, music concerts, acoustic evenings and all that. And I work with a guy called Andy Kofu with his organisation, and we put on different events all over London.
For Oxfam?
But only for this month, with this next couple of months. It's called Oxjam.
Okay.
He interviewed it and he won the contract. And we're actually going to be going to we're doing about 5 venues on one night. So the opening night of the show is Socrates. As soon as I finish that, I've got to go and do a presentation. Another venue in Camden to go and do that. So so if anyone look on the Oxjam website, look into Camden, and you look for Andy Kofu, again another Cypriot. He's doing a lot of
He's a
good stuff.
Cypriot, is he?
He's a Cypriot, living in Haringey, and he's doing a lot of his basic action music is his company, but he's not making any money out of this. He's doing
Just for charities.
Yeah, he does a lot for charity. He does a lot for mind, suicide awareness. He done the thing about women's awareness, about suffragettes. He's done loads of stuff. But if you look at action music, you'll see all over London what he's actually doing. Maybe you can bring him here one day.
Yeah, definitely. Yes,
to
do
do
that.
that.
About all this, yes.
Yeah, and hopefully in September, I might be involved in another play that's going to be performed in Enfield. It's basically one of my favourite plays called The Odd Couple by Paul Simon, but this time it's with a difference.
Yes.
Instead of the 2 main characters being men, in this
They're
play,
going to be women.
the two main characters are being women. And as soon as I heard that, I was very, very keen about getting involved. When I first heard about the show, I thought I want one of the main characters. But as soon as I saw it was women, I thought, hey, I'm not shaving my beard for nobody. So it's important to see this because it shows
the difference, yes.
not only the difference, but how many good, powerful female actresses we actually have in this country. And the more we show that, and the better it is. But I'm actually playing one of the minor parts, which I'm very excited about. Which I think, who's directing it?
I don't know.
Who's directing it?
You? Well,
someone called Vasily.
I'm happy. I'm very happy to work together again.
Yeah.
To direct you for this play.
Yeah.
And when you came to the reading, I thought this is the guy. You know what I mean?
Straight away. Can I keep the beard? Can I keep the beard?
I think you can keep it. It's not a problem. Yes, definitely. Yes, but we're still looking for your brother.
Okay.
So, if anybody knows anybody
who
look like Marius.
Well, no, don't have to look like
brother,
me.
Yes.
You don't, trust me, you don't want to look like me.
No, but similar.
Yeah, if anyone's interested, that's a good idea. Why don't we? Let's do this.
Yes.
They did it on BBC, didn't they?
Yes.
They had to. Find the Dorothy? Find Dorothy. We said, we're going to find my brother, Marinos's brother. If anybody is actually interested in doing a double with me in a show in September, start rehearsal when?
We start in the beginning of July.
Beginning of July. If you're free from July all the way to the end of September, but you have to be committed.
Yes, definitely. 100%,
and with rehearsals and everything, you've got to be at least over 25?
Over 30.
Over 25, 30?
Yeah,
so if you're older than me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're 31.
Exactly. So please, the joke, this is for real.
Yeah.
You contact this man at Hellenic TV, and come for an audition.
Yes, come for audition.
Yeah.
And we take it from there.
Okay.
I'd be happy to hear from people who are interested.
That'd be good.
Yes, lovely. Yes, as I say, I'm very happy that you are on board. You're going to play this part, and I'll be very happy because we worked together recently, and we were very successful, actually. You play a couple of parts in my plays.
Oh, that was good. Yes.
That was good.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, So, okay. Now, anything else coming up? I mean, tell me about your family. Do you have kids?
Yeah, my daughter's just going through her GCSEs now.
Like mine.
Yes. She's 16 years old. So she's halfway through now.
Lovely.
So quite excited about that.
Yes.
So I'm, just sitting there with sometimes helping her read cards and go through to remember
that's good.
But she's amazing. And I'm very proud of her. So whatever happens, don't put too much pressure on your kids, people.
No.
They try their best.
Try and help them in the best way.
Yeah. Whatever they get, they get.
That's all right. Yes. Okay. Now, would you like to give us the information again? About your play, about the one-man show. Yeah,
the one-man show, again, starts on the 19th of June, and it goes all the way to the 23rd of June, starts at 7:30 at Theatro Technis, that's Crowndale Road. Nearest station, I think, is between... It's actually
Mornington Crescent.
Mornington Crescent, one side, and the other side is King's Cross. Okay, and it's not far from Ayus Bandes.
Yeah, the church.
The church, okay, so if you know that as well. So... Yeah, it'll be really, really good. But also, don't forget about Cyprus Week as well on the 16th of July.
The 16th, yes, that's right.
16th of July. And it's good because it's a space that's... Everyone's looking for Greek theatre. Everyone's coming a long way away. I mean, George has just come back from a tour of Cyprus.
Yeah.
They loved him over there. So they're taking their plays, whatever they do over here, and they take it over to Cyprus. Because they're calling for it over in Cyprus, and they're doing tours over there. They're in Lefkosia and Limassol.
Good experience.
Yeah. They just said, as they were leaving, and they said, well, when are you coming back? So there is the young Cypriot, and it's young audiences are over there. The young people are going there, listening to it. Some of it's in Greek. This is in English, by the way.
Yes.
but the subject's the same. And again, we've got a lot in the Cyprus Week. There's a lot of good classical stuff, and don't be put off by classical. The classics, they wrote it for the common man. Like Shakespeare, everyone thinks it's highbrow, but when you actually read it and you do it properly, you realise it's for the common man. It's not highbrow at all. Mm-hmm. It's all Cockney like in their day. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, and it's very important. So anything like when you see EastEnders, when you see Coronation Street, all their ideas come from all these Greek plays.
Definitely.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, even if you ever see that, I don't know, heard of that program Game of Thrones?
Yes.
You look at Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
A lot of Greek there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes.
I'll stop talking now.
So no, there's no problem. So tickets are £10.
£10 on the website. Yes. If you go to www.ticketsource.co.uk, that's www.ticketsource.co.uk, and then you'll be able to get tickets there. They're already on sale. Mm-hmm. People, they're already, believe it or not, I'm really quite amazed that people are actually they're going.
Yes, and there is a telephone number for information if they want.
There
to
is.
call,
It's
yes.
I'll have to read this one. I haven't memorised this one. I'm sorry.
Yes, no
it's
problem.
It's 0207. Yeah, 387 6617. That's 020 7387 6617.
Okay, it's lovely to have you here, Mariam. You know,
Okay.
it was nice to have you here. I'm, very happy that you're doing this because it's something which, I think you are good at. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to come to see the play.
Please.
And I'm looking forward to work with you again, soon.
I do, and I hope maybe we get. Who knows? We might get an actor coming through. From what who's watching
yes,
now.
Exactly, yes.
Or
Come
maybe
on,
if you
yes.
know somebody.
Yes. They can call Hellenic TV or call me, LGR, and, I give you my email as well. It's Vasilis, Vasilis, @lgr.co.uk. Come through me, and,
Oh, you can still remember well, can't you?
I do, yes.
That's good. Alzheimer's hasn't kicked in yet.
Mariam, nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
George.
thank you very much
Thank you.
for being
Thank you,
here.
Vasily. Thank you.
Να πούμε ένα μεγάλο ευχαριστώ και σε εσάς που μας παρακολουθήσατε. Ένα ευχαριστώ και στον χορηγό μας, τον Δόκτωρα Βασίλη Μαύρου και τον Βαρούσι Lettings για την στήριξη και θα τα πούμε και πάλι την ερχόμενη Κυριακή με ένα καινούργιο πρόσωπο ή πρόσωπα. Μέχρι τότε να προσέχετε τους εαυτούς σας και μην ξεχάσετε να πάμε όλοι να δούμε τον Μάριο στο Θέατρο Τέχνης στην απολογία του Σοκράτη. Έτσι, Μάρια μου.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Και εγώ ευχαριστώ. Λοιπόν, καλή νύχτα σας.